I'm gonna.
Oh wow. I'm sorry.
Now watch time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart inside sun ray, my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fixed marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart inside sun ray, my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fixed marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and pace rock. Rose up, took a shower, purified my auric field, took copper for a walk to ensure my chlorophyll is pumped. Done some curls for sure, I've more to build. Solid foundation, my crown, chakra, core and hill, pound the pavement. Sacred ground, freedom I stand for. Free all political prisoners of war, man or woman and child. Rid the land of all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came. Is the peace laugh or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form, spiritualities, how you teach math, a humble beast is still a beast. Now feel the beast wrath, rain fire upon them, and the internet forms, sigils, emojis, and the avatars that wore them. Destroy this de facto government and its quorums, establish big monster council, she may restore him, the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart inside sun ray, my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock the great matriarch, whether it's day or dark, creates the spark, waves the heart inside sun ray, my art her make the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes, marks once we make knowledge one is when run and bass drop. The next host, note to self, quit playing, hit the gas, this shaft is called my turn, take the risk, it's fast. Most of them got vaccinated with chips in their ass, plus rappers sacrificing each other for grist in their cash. Sad watch videos without the subliminals, predictive programming, weirdo, strong menstrual shows, the lands contaminated, fruits and vegetables, like minerals, the water and skies I fry.
I need it, man. I need the medicine.
in front of my desktop perusing these beats and whatnot for my best option contemplating which bar will next spot to unlock the minds that are stuck within a Xbox off the chart. I continue to climb, watching the rest flop like carp fishing 100% fresh short water. I'm on the front line, ex-martial spot. I shine because of her, for she's the best sport, the great.
Man, oh, what's up?
Is they or dark create this spark. Ways the heart is as sun ray. My art, her made the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when time and space rock the great matriarch. Whether it's day or dark create this spark. Ways the heart as our sun ray. My art, her made the patriarch. Most social media saviors are fakes. Marks once we make knowledge one is when the run and bass drops.
Damn, I know I ain't dropping. Damn, I'm getting slow, y'all. I'm getting slow, y'all.
All praises to the Most High.
You got to be kidding me. Ricky!
Honor, respect to our ancestors.
Ricardo!
You've always had a father. Off of your flow. With your fire starter. The cause of your glow. But the trail I've blazed, I pray you turn from it. The hell I've raised, I pray you don't burn from it. The work I put in, I pray that you earn from it. The mistakes I've made, I pray that you learn from it. You must split an image, a darker, a taller. I'm a shot caller, though you just a little baller. Latif, I'm still teaching you like he got yang. My healing, reaching you despite me, lock and chain. Like you speaking true, you ignite lots of pain. I feel the releasing of lightning and drops of rain from the sound cloud. You sound like me, the crown's proud. But unlike me, son, you haven't turned down loud. Smoke scream, which surrounds you, shrouds your sound. My shout allow your genius to astound the crowd. My beloved, you scintillate profuse. You my beloved, you resent fate foolishly. You my beloved, do ventilate truthfully. You my beloved son, and who I'm well pleased. Okay, shall it? Your vision is reasoning in my descending when filming your intuition extends. The lenses felt when your cinematographic flashes of your scripted class get your inner magic. Dramatic action mixed with vivid aspects mastered surpasses the average class. Stretches the facet through the scope of life's Kodak UC classic. The question you have is mathematics. Please ask it, son. Earth's a classroom, so put your hand up and ask. Boom, you already knew the answer. I pray to God to give me another chance for the love of my life.
Gotta hit the 5, guys. Just hold on.
My wife just a romance in the misconception, no time, but second guessing is that reflection that she showed you of me many years ago. Special features presentation appears to show you my beloved. You scintillate
profuse.
You my beloved. You resent fate foolishly. You my beloved. Do ventilate truthfully. You my beloved. And who I'm well pleased. Now from a look up to a lion, not of my bloodline. Don't give a damn. Don't love you. As if you was mine, I'll be the first. Forgive me for my actions. The most I sat me down to learn patience through action. Amongst other lessons, perfect my craft and talents. Balance of our legacy in the black.
I can move it, but I'm not going to. I can bring it over here right in front of me.
All challenges, generational wealth for the next generation to us. Yet make the same mistakes of past sisters. Then let's create an after we've cried relapses type of atmosphere. Redirect this fire, recalibrate the energy to propel us higher. As sovereign, opulent, autonomous, niches. I look at all three of my sons. Oh God, I see you, my beloved. You scintillate profuse. You my beloved. You resent fate, foolishly, you my beloved. Do ventilate, truthfully, you my beloved. Sons in whom I'm well pleased.
That's kind of mild, man.
The human heart cries out for help. The human soul implores us for deliverance. But we do not hear their cries, for we neither hear nor understand. But the man who hears and understands we call crazy and flee from him. This the call to my ancestors. Rid the land of damn settlers. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Some strong each clan better. Planting the devil to stand together. It's a must we band together. For dead on Abraham and Esther. Castilians to conquistadors. Liberians, traitorous Moors. Getting the wild ash friends to us. Whether as slavers, invaders, or disguised strangers. Missionaries, Islamic Christians with dictionaries. No mutual go-to coexist. Those warships in our tributaries. Military tactics to test shores. Foreigners have no respect for treaties and oath I expect more from those who want to conquest except war. They didn't bring women during the invasions, the minds will rape, miscegenations, the spread of mis and disinformation, which manufactured the miseducation of the soul. Carter G. Bush, Robert Taylor Holmes, Marcy and Brooklyn, projects and hoods, while we were pushed in Cali to Florida, Army cushion, like the terrorists, never ending. Shit me up, American Indians from Belize to the Caribbean, gives our shot the sheriff meaning, shut my still can't be read, no book. Flows in my veins, rubber band with no hook. Behind the back pass with flair, no look. This beef is rare, get fed, no cook. We're peaceful people, they call us animals. Truth of the matter, they were cannibals. Practice unclean religious rights. Evidence tangible, check the annals. I preheat this beast flammable. Feel free to critique this cannibal. If your brain's deeply manical, release your
This is the Last Supper, y'all.
You speak Hannibal, I talk Black Hawk.
It's the Last Supper. That's why I'm about to roll up. My back and my foot still killing me.
It's a must we band together. Blend in the devil to stand the weather. Sound strong, each clan better. Whether we feeling the man's pressure. Turn our signs to hand gestures. Rid the land, damn settlers. This is a call to my ancestors.
Ancestors are in you. Remember that.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about the suppressed rising. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor.
They about to
So
tear
the
our
only
ass
people
up.
that's scared of the oppressor.
I didn't even put up my other
Only
tent.
people who could have any harm coming to them are those who oppress.
3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, beat no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, beat no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, beat no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, beat no surrender. I'm gonna change, got a boss up. Oppressor's about to get ousted. I'm like him out, execution style too late with apologetic claim. You rapped at a coca, blame my God. Overdoing your time is to the end. Locked out silent without sin. Put me on the better with justice to win. The person's about to get rolled on. Some person's attached to the war zone. Revolution can start in the Arizona. I'm a messenger fucking like Jericho. Back by the honorable. Sits up the
Telling you, I know.
But thinking is critical. I'm just better late of the actions of the.
I'm gonna have to stop giving tea, man. I'm really gonna have to stop sharing secrets, man. I really am.
Of all citizens who have it
I'm gonna have to stop.
too late when the cats get bills.
People they don't appreciate it.
Gotta act bold when the gas the dome when it's on the zone. All red in my vision through sight. It's gonna be killed whenever I fight from above. I'm given the fight, so you better be ready to ride tonight. All the way to the dawn daylight. We gon' burn them off, so gon' pass the kite. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, speed no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender. 3 pound pressure, no way lesser. Drop the oppressor, need no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean it every day. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like taught that from school, everywhere. Big business, you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump. Gimme. Push. Step. Crush.
I can't show.
That's how it all is. It's like nobody ever stops.
I can't show. Ain't that about a bitch? They still have the homosexuals, the fake, the Zionists and Zionist supporters, the idiots. The new generation is stupid, who they pump up, still thinking they can censor and all that. Well, I'm gonna let y'all listen to a couple of videos on this live. I remember I told you on the phone, I found out I could put a video from YouTube on here. Like I could do a small, I could put YouTube up, shrink it, put it upside, and play it where y'all can see it like a reversal. It was weird. A friend of mine showed me. I'm not doing all that janky. I'm gonna let you listen. I'm gonna have to get the which car because this is hooked up to the, and this it doesn't hook both of them. Hold on, real quick. Damn, what you doing live? I'm running on a broken foot. I'm running on a broken foot, man. I think it's broke. It ain't bruised. I don't bruise like when stuff get. I don't bruise when stuff get broken. I don't know. I can't explain it. I've only had a couple of bruises when I was punching my boy in New York Veterans. I was working. He wanted to borrow some money. I said no, because he's smoking crack real bad. Cowboy, and he had a little Italian friend up there. He was all the way in the end on the top floor, or the second floor, not the top floor. Nobody went around there, but you can smell that shit. And the little Italian guy, he's in one of my pictures. He's walking away with his new girlfriend after it's like 6 months. He went and got cleaned up after I beat him up. But I broke my pinky and I broke this finger and this finger. You know, when you punch somebody on the ground, I had already messed him up. But because he had swung on me when he was, I said, no, I can't do it, bro. And that kind of, you know, like, he swung on me. And people in the hallway, it's always like that in New Era, especially when I get off, you know, I say, okay, I'm gonna have a drink with a couple of old Vietnam, Korean War guys, because they don't like the drugs, but they in there because they're homeless. So they don't want to be with the family. PTSD, all that. I snatched the little Rogue Gambino up and threw his ass around that hallway and knocked him out twice. I wake people up. When I knock you out, I like to smack your face, you know, wake you up, blowing your eye, make sure your eyes, your pupils dilate. Well, he's up. Bow! And they got it on video, okay? They had it on video, okay? Big Al, one of the biggest cats in there, working security, computer programming. He said he watched that thing on it. He said, man, something's wrong with you. I said, no, it ain't. Just don't put your hands on. But I broke this finger right here. No, I broke this one right here and this one right above here. It didn't bruise up. It swole up. The VA, they put little stents on it. The stents weren't even on the full time. I think I had them on for 2 weeks. I needed my fingers, took them off because they're still a little jacked. You see that? So I think I kept punching the damn. I kept punching him, and then when I went to grab him, I grabbed the ground and him and broke these back, grabbing so hard, and I still grabbed him up with fingers facing this way. Grabbed him up. Well, all right, maybe I'm saying too much. All right, so I'm gonna chill. Yeah, I'm gonna chill. Let me see if this is on here. All right. I hope this ain't hooked up to the truck. No, it shouldn't be.
An ally of the United States.
Okay, we're good. All right, we're good. Now, this is going to be the Jimmy Dore show, but first I want to speak on a few things. A couple of things. We already know usury. Usury is what we've been dealing with. But are y'all aware that the ultimate Zionists put Germany in the position that they were in, and they were very aware of it? Even after they helped kick the Jews out, the Zionists. But in the last 10 to 12, maybe 15 years, Zionism here in America have been pushing the more. Y'all need to know Zionism. Herzl was a Hindu. He's a damn Hindu. All right. He ain't no Jew. He ain't no European. He's a Hindu. Theodor Herzl. What they like to call Persia, like the new Persia, which is not even real. We know they exist because they want to make war. Once they got This is how it works. When you have the world you created, you decide and deter how you want to play with it. These ultra rich bastards, these ones who are hidden, who know everything that's going on, enjoy playing y'all like that Star Wars game with Chewbacca and Luke on the board with the little monsters, the hologram, you know, 3D, fighting each other. They were doing the same thing in Germany, feeding people to the homeless Germans. You know, you've seen it before in New York. It was big in England when the fall, because those people, my European people, you so-called new European people, y'all at the time, and I'm talking about the unknowing, not your ancestors who knew. I'm talking about you ignoramuses. Y'all couldn't work the stuff that our people created and left over there. You couldn't work the stuff when you came here. None of you. I gave numbers. Now I expected y'all to take those numbers, check it out, and create a portfolio. How many by those numbers of children over a 30-year period would exist here? Now you got to take into account of all the children that were dying, all the adults that didn't make it past 35 and 40, all the teenagers up until 50 that died in war, and then crunch the numbers. See what they forget to tell you when they talk about slave ships and all that bullshit, because they're the ones that made that up. They wanted to see how powerful it was, and then pit a people in ignorance against the original people of this land. It's a long, drawn-out game. And then you have these idiots running around playing us. They are not us. Any pale skin in Virginia, North Carolina, Florida, if they ain't in them trailer parks with Negro and Black on they're not us. All these people running around talking about they Cherokee, Indian. I forget the $5 crap. We already know that's the truth. These idiots are Chickasaw, Choctaw. They are definitely not us. All right? But yet, I expected someone to come along and crunch the numbers. All the databases there. Remember, they all like taking census. Majority of us don't. I think if every melanated person here and the Spanish speaking and all them other people admitted to their grandparents, because they do them the service, it would flip the script in a way unbelievable. But see, that's the whole problem. Hollywood media have painted this fictional white face. Now, why is that? Well, you would say, well, in Germany, no, they were melanated Germans. I already shared the pictures. Damn it, stop being stupid. They're not from Africa. That samurai in Japan, that was one of the last great fighters the hot top people met, and who defended with the animal people who are whitewashed after 3, 4, 5 generations. I met them, all right? I've seen the pictures of what they really look like. Those Japanese today, though, I have no hate, are not the original people. They did it to Germany. Germany got to a point after the Crimean World War I, they said enough of this shit. But they had to suffer. See, unlike these weak pale skins here, who had to deal with mafias and all that, and all this goofy stuff, and you know, prohibition and all this dumb stuff that never should have happened, have permitted and allowed this. Now, they're going to give you a pass, right? They're going to give you a little, and y'all noticed that in the last 5 or 10 days, well, all of a sudden, everybody in the Republican Party is flipping like they're doing something, and the Democrats coming over saying, yay. That's just to calm you. You know, remember I said you feed them in the circus. You give them a whole bunch of goodies, you know. You know what I'm saying? But Hitler and them, that was a test too, to see if they could bring Germany to prominence and fight the Zionists who are still in Prussia, Poland, because you remember they hit Poland, he hit them places. They knew exactly where to go. Europe, because they're the ones that created it. Germany would have never been in war. Patton, the moment he said we fought the wrong people, everybody thought they were supposed to fight the Russians. Not that long before that, they had just killed these Bolsheviks, these same bastards, a pack of 80, right? They had murdered over 60 million Christians in Russia. And here you got these frauds here, these monkey backs, running over there with their goofy ass. I'm a Marine. I was the Navy SEAL. I was in the Army. I'm going to support Ukraine. I'm Cuban American. All these idiots. Now they're over there pushing up damn daisies. Now we know North Korea's messed up because of their leader and the propaganda. But why? How did America go and always pick the South over the North? But here they pick the North over the South in order to conquer us. Nobody crunches numbers and look at these things. Okay. Well, anyway, I have this. I like watching the Jimmy Dore show, and he has Dave Smith and who ends Zionism speaking on certain parameters. And this is Turning Point USA. I'm just going to play a little bit. And I want you to listen to what's being said. Then we're going to go to another one. I have Jewish friends, bro. I mean, you know, they know and I know that they convert the religion. They like the lifestyle. They like to live their way. It was kosher. They have their own food, their own stuff. They ain't eating no human meat like y'all because y'all too lazy to come together. Hell, we could have had a whole thing of cows and all kind of stuff out here. But y'all fell your goddamn selves. And I want you to listen and know because you don't like listening to nobody else because you all think you know everything. I don't even know how that happened. How do you think you know everything when you don't know nothing? Damn, that's good. I gotta make me some hot tea. But anyway, I'm gonna play this. Well, let me shout you guys up. We got Tom, Big Red Thomas, Omer, Andy Rilla. Brother Vito, what's happening? Oh yeah. I would appreciate it if everybody came in the comments and say hi. A couple people hit me up and said they in here and they just don't say nothing. I appreciate you guys. But there's nothing wrong with saying, don't say hi. I told y'all to research that word and find out what it means. And nobody does anything I ask you. I said, do the research, and y'all don't do the research and stop talking like you know. When you know, you know. And I won't ask. Because I know that y'all will share it amongst yourselves and each other. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I want you to listen. Now, I could go to 123, but we're gonna let him start it off and then let Dave Smith come in.
No. Why is that?
They have been
Hold on.
Is Israel an ally of the United States?
No.
Why is that?
They have been constantly pushing America toward more aggressive policies, toward getting in more fights. And just like I always say, if you went out to the bar every single night with your friend, and every night your friend's trying to convince you to get into a fight, and while you're beating a lot of people up, you're also taking a lot of wounds, and you're going to jail, and you're getting in trouble, you got to stop hanging out with that friend. And so I think that
Charlie Kirk had the turning point, and he brought on Dave Smith to talk about Israel, which sounds like a nightmare to happen in front of him.
I'm not telling you, but there's 1.58 million subscribers on this channel, Jimmy Dore Show. I look at the comments. You actually have very decent individuals. You have some sideline, but it's like that everywhere. Go over it. You ain't got to subscribe, but there's nothing wrong with it. And stay up to date. And then also allow yourself to hear and propagate whatever's being stated. So let's finish this off a little bit more.
Full of conservatives, right-wing conservatives, but it turns out they agree with Dave Smith. Listen to this. This is kind of crazy. Watch this.
Is Israel an ally of the United States?
no.
You say Israel is not an ally. That is not an opinion that people hear a lot. Why is that?
They have been constantly pushing America toward more aggressive policies, toward getting in more fights. And just like I always say, if you went out to the bar every single night with your friend, and every night your friend's trying to convince you to get into a fight, and while you're beating a lot of people up, you're also taking a lot of wounds, and you're going to jail, and you're getting in trouble, you got to stop hanging out with that friend. And so I think that
that's an overwhelming cheer. So that's him saying we got to stop being friends with Israel because they're toxic to us. And a room full of right-wing conservatives cheer that. So it sounds to me like people like Tucker Carlson are finally getting through to those people. And that we should be in charge of our relationship with Israel, and we should dictate to them, and not the other way around. And I think
and look, y'all know the Constitution, you know the Bill of Rights and amendments. How can y'all listen to the court system the judges, respect the police, because it's easy. I have friends who train like on highways, and they're all military. Some of them are ex deputy sheriffs and stuff like that. And they're in their 40s, 50s. They train. They watch and monitor with big cameras police interactions up and down certain highways. They fly drones. They know about certain individuals. They know that they lowered the hiring practices, and you see what's coming out from that. But they also practice just like special forces. They'll be in your neighborhood. They go up on the mountains and they'll take new weapons and they'll aim it at you guys. There are certain tactical groups that go up there, and this is illegal. Regardless of what they're saying, what they practice for, because war is chaos. It's a reality. And they do the same thing. I know militiamen who go out and they know that they can run down. It could be 50 police out there. They can run down and eradicate every one of them. It don't matter the background or whatever. The thing is, they're prepping for something bigger because they're more aware of who's being hired and why. Remember I did yesterday the Republic? I'm not spilling no secrets. I am only talking about what's out there in the chats, the dark web maybe. Some of the FBI, some of the perversions are very aware of some of this stuff, but they don't know the in and out about all of it. But you hear what's going on. This is to settle the beast, to feed them a steak, to give them a couple of sheep and calf, the lions to eat. You know what I'm saying? To give the silverback an opponent. How many of y'all noticed about Yellowstone Park, about the grizzlies that never do this, leaving in packs? Why would the grizzlies, in tune as they are, the grizzlies, thousands, leave Yellowstone Park in packs? Y'all going to listen to this. This right here is about 11 minutes, 41 seconds. I just played barely a minute because I want y'all to get a little, you know what I'm saying? So let me go to the other one. Now, you know what? I'd rather y'all go to Stephen Gardner. Trump just dropped a bombshell on Obama and Adam Schiff. So I would play this, but he talks so damn much.
Scandal.
Hold on. The auto pen, Stephen Gardner. Somebody else I'll follow. He's got 1.9 million. The name is Stephen Gardner. I was gonna play it. Let me see. I got it where let's see, hold on.
I'm joined today by a special guest
Michael
to help
Knowles.
me go through the
Michael
biggest
Knowles.
stories in the news with the auto pen scandal, the Jeffrey Epstein situation. Now we're finding out that there is actually a large investigation about ready to launch against potentially Barack Obama, Liz Cheney, Adam Schiff, many others. So I want to go through all of that. Michael Knowles, thank you so much for joining me today.
Michael Knowles.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be.
Y'all know who he is. To me, he's CIA. He's like the idiots that what's the name talked about in the Pale Horse. You know what I'm saying? That the CIA was sitting there going, yeah, you know, UFOs may be real, but they put their spin on it compared to documents and people who whistleblowed who unalived themselves. All right. But go over to check out Stephen Gardner and have a listen there. Now, I was going to take this and put it in here. I had it up there. I kept hitting play. I didn't know I've got I don't know. I got to free up about 5 gigs and these goofy phones, you know, and I didn't feel like doing that. I was like, you know what? I'll just let you hear it. And then maybe next time I might do the end video. I got to do the, you know what I mean? Mirror me, and that way you guys can see and listen at the same time. Anyway, it's pretty interesting. And they always give very good information as well. Now, that's on the political forefront. Y'all know I'm not. I listen to them. I watch their faces. I look at their cheeks. I look at their eyes.
It's good to be with you.
I watch their facial expressions. I watch when they holding it too still. That lets me know that he's been well trained. I watch certain things. All right. And it allows me to be able to discern the reality of what's going on. What is the individual seeking? Why are they putting it out? Some would think that I'm watching, I'm subscribed because I like the pro. Hell no, I like this goofy. You know what I'm saying? Yet, informatively, to be able to have a discussion, I share. Yeah, William Cooper, bro. I didn't feel like saying his name, but yet, I'll put respect on that. So you can go ahead and check out Stephen Gardner. Woo. Stephen Gardner's, okay? Jesus. Now, how many of you are aware about the brother in Oakland, California, during the 4th of July? I was saving this because I was going to share it last week. I was talking, I stopped. who is supposedly friend of the family. It was 4th of July, I guess his birthday. He was there was a celebration. It was time to go. The guy pissed on the floor. He said, chill out, let's go have a seat, you'll be all right. This sorry, worthless, you know what I'm saying? When everybody was leaving, a wife and kids, that he shot and killed the man who was supposed to be his friend. Now, the arrest was made, okay, July 25, homicide case, right? When you look at OPD, all right, and Dwayne, and they arrested this guy named Dwayne Stewart. Oh, you gotta look at it. He murdered his friend Timothy Conover. That's just one. I just want to paint a picture. And I know y'all just want to lean on feelings and emotions, how we interact, right? And others around you. When I say frequencies, minerals missing from food, brain shrinkage, these women walking around with these wigs, whether it's human or synthetic, that shouldn't be on their head, it's the crown, prism. You cannot put foreign crap on your head. Hair is human, hair is horse hair. It's foreign to your scalp, to your environment. Do you go in a swimming pool and fill it full of rocks and concrete and rebar and knives and daggers and jump in it because it's still water and you know it's a pool? I don't think people consciously make an adaptation to how to better employ themselves. Like, remember I said the best technology is you, it's within you, to be that best firm in software, okay? Firmware and software, to recalibrate, to resync. All right, I'm not gonna get depressed and start saying, how do I keep doing this? How do I keep giving y'all simple tea when everybody's trying to give you something great? Zionism is no good. It's the reason why you're arguing with people who don't know who they are, but want to tell you who you are. And they swear they know who they are, but they think they have a culture. But every time you turn around, they're practicing your culture. Whether they want to say from Africa or from here, they're practicing your culture. Why is it that everywhere we are, we have different dialect, and it ain't based on term or it ain't based on terms steeped from the manipulation of hookworms and tapeworms and all that. Now in the South, a lot of them pale skins, you would think that they talk a certain way. They're very slow. They're easy to rage and anger, and their brains are caught. Only problem with the world has recognizing, because I crunch the numbers, we're not really that violent. We are still the most loving fucking people on earth. I mean, go to Indonesia. It's better than New York City. It's better than America. Go to Japan. Clean. Listen here. Go to Vietnam. Y'all think I'm playing? It was never that way. These Zionist bastards, they've been working slowly to destroy your world. They done stole everything from you, and y'all still want to argue and fight. Still people don't know what they're talking about when it comes to it. Damn it. I called it late, guys. I'm sorry. That AC feel good, man.
Now watch time.
Let me disconnect that. My apologies. I got to. It's no bell. Okay, stop. All right, thank you. Unbelievable. Gee. Disconnect. Can you still hear me? Put a 1, please. I just want to make, because I can connect to a few things with the cell, but I just can't connect both of these platforms. Well, I can't. I haven't figured out how to do it if I could. But I need y'all to really see how important it is, and they want to control you. They really believe or think that they control you. Thank you, Tom. Y'all need to realize that it's right. Hey, look, I had some brothers think, oh, that means I can get me with a white girl. First of all, I went off on them. And they was like, oh, well, Reg, you know what? We'll get it out of your vernacular. It's not easy. It's not hard. Stop saying white. Stop saying fucking black. And stop letting some people stay brown. Like, get away from that, because if they weren't so stupid, they knew wheat comes from, did I show y'all the wheat chart? All right, there we go. I'll look back. I'll look back to that. Right. So anyway, we can marry some light skinned women. Marry who? If you still believe in marriage, marry who the fuck you want to marry. Do you know that we prominently create the seeds and pale skins that can make a melanated baby with a melanated woman? I'm not going to say nothing else. That's not the greater or the lesser. I point out things people don't know. The enemy has taken living people and they have murdered them. Science, live, scared, feared, nobody to help. Because y'all are running around, you got dumb light skin running around and they do it to them being stupid, being misled probably by a Zionist who's all in, who's hidden, that if they knew, they'd get rid of them and things would change. That's magic. Louisiana, California, all them places where these dumb Negroes are who got people this way and confident. Thank goodness they had 2 confident informants get schooly whooply whoop whoop whoop. Yes. I wish they get all them CIs who have been lying just to become millionaires. Get them all. It's like they, you know what I'm saying? Just like some of the ones that got hit from the Black Panther Party. Yes, sir. Always on the run. You got them out here because they're young and dumb. They're stupid. They think that, oh, it's going to pass. I'm all right. My bills paid, this, that, and other. No. There are people within that department, just like the enemy, who make sure people know this bastard. Maybe they're put to the task. These are the things that you have to contend with, that you shouldn't have to. This is the world they created around you while you sleep and while your mammy and pappy definitely sleep. I know none of y'all gonna have your mammy and pappy here looking, and none of your great mammy and pappies. I know you ain't gonna have it if they're alive. I know you ain't gonna have them sitting down listening. Because I'd rock their boots. I mess their heads up. Well, I thought I was protecting you. They'll lie in a heartbeat because you don't know all the ins and outs. But like I was saying, they have a lot of things going on. I mean, where's the other one? Let me make sure I got that as well. Yeah, I don't want not that. That's that California cart with the 700,000 machine guns. Yeah, no, that's not it. Oh, where you at? Where you at? Oh, man. I have one more medical. We're going to do that near the end. Damn it. Damn. Oh, in Indiana, they got 2 of them confident, them CIs. Yeah. Found in the river, boy. Shot, stabbed, and strangled. So y'all niggas want to betray you people running around who I believe in snitching, but these CIs, they are nothing but a plague and a trauma and no good. All right? In our world. We police ourselves. No fake ass Jews in Brooklyn and anywhere else. We police ourselves. All right? Where is it at, man? I know I shared it on Facebook. How many of y'all saw the video? I put together a video. I don't know if I shared it on here with the goofy ass deputy sheriff taking the little mole out of rabbit and slamming it and killing it up against the car. How about the one where the guy takes the shotgun out, points it at the hen or the rooster and blows it away? My light-skinned brothers and sisters, y'all got some morbid people. Now I know we had the mentally ill young man that cut his grandma's head off and mama's head, and we got the girl who looked like she seriously had Down syndrome. Too many of them damn shots wasn't meant for her. She probably was meant to be you'd be surprised these individuals probably meant to be powerful for you. Who killed the kids and all that. I mean, excuse the kill thing, but unalived children and stuff, very sick stuff. And this happens a lot. Starving children and stuff like that in Jersey and North, you know what I'm saying? East Orange, the House of Horrors, going back years. and I'm just pointing out a few because there's so many, and I don't want y'all to be stressed. We have allowed this stuff to permeate. Now, all these politicians, all these people getting rich, all these millions of dollars, I'm telling you, they are making their way closer and closer to these bunkers and these mountains and undergrounds with all this stuff because they can afford that world fake Egypt ideology. The rest of y'all refuse to come together and put together your time because you're still obedient slaves to the narrative. Some damn slave to it. I got to go out and get a job. Stop believing when it's not about belief. It's about knowing. It's about being practical and having patience. Some people will lean on, well, I'm that. You ain't nothing wrong with you, none of y'all. You're missing some things, but ain't nothing wrong with you. Let's listen to my boy here. I enjoy this man. Some of you know when it comes to medicine, I have this taste for certain individuals because of what they do, how they do it. Excuse me. Where's he at? Behind you on me, man? Well, anyway, this is going to be MD, Leonard Kim, Korean. And I really, I listen to this guy all the time.
Brains.
Now, here he is, what's the cause of dementia? Now, I already told you, my grandmother in the 70s when it first popped up. And then somewhere around the 80s, my great-grandmother caught it in her 90s. You know, the churches were using aluminum, but what were the pills and the medication? This individual is Leonid, okay? K-I-M-M-D. Y'all going, I've been subscribed to this gentleman for quite a while, since I was on the Reds. And I really like listening to these guys because they're really about the natural stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I said, disconnect, fool. Jesus Christ. Yeah. You don't connect any other time, motherfucker. Disconnect phone, motherfucker. Jesus Christmas. Oh, thank you. Android Meter reconnected it. That's some stupid stuff. So let me see where it's at. I think it's about almost a minute in.
Accelerating the onset of dementia without even knowing it. And any of these medications, share this video with them, as there's so many people that are quietly damaging their brains and accelerating the
YouTube channel. He's got a web page.
So
he's on Instagram.
Check him out. A class of medications called anticholinergics, which is just
anticholinergics.
They block a brain chemical called acetylcholine.
Acetylcholine
is a vital neurotransmitter that acts like your brain's spark plug. So acetylcholine basically helps neurons talk to each other. And you need acetylcholine to remember things and to pay attention and to even move your muscles. So when you take these drugs for extended periods of time, it's like throwing a wrench into your brain's communication system. The brain signal gets weaker and weaker over time. And this is what leads to memory loss and dementia. Now, here's the important part. Anticholinergic drugs are in a lot of common medications. So here are just a few examples. Your allergy medications like Benadryl are anticholinergics. It's also in many over-the-counter sleep aids like Tylenol PM or Unisom. And some of the anxiety medications fall in that class as well. So medications like hydroxyzine, which another name for that is Vistaril or Atarax. And a lot of bladder control medications like Bitropan or Detrol fall in that class as well. Also many IBS medications like Benzol, and even your motion sickness patches like scopolamine patch are also in the class of anticholinergics. And some of these are prescription medications, and many of these are over-the-counter medications, but they all have the same brain blocking effect. And there are multiple studies that show this. First, there was a systematic review and meta-analysis that looked at over 1.5 million people that showed that anticholinergic drug use is an independent risk factor for all-cause dementia and Alzheimer's disease. And it also showed that
you guys listen. I want y'all to go and listen to him again. It is Leonid Kim MD. Pull up his page. You can share it on here. I know if the girls were here, they'd be sharing it all over the place. They'd be like, pull it up and share it. Lloyd Carter, if he was in he'd pull it up. But these individuals who I'm sharing, like I said, I listen and watch individuals, not just to study. So I'm not apprehensive, just so I can see who's doing what. I can't smell them. But I figure if it's important information, I watch and listen based on what little information I have, and then people who I can communicate with, and what else they know. There's a reason why I quit the clonazepam, other than being poisoned by the VA. Yes. When I had the issue with the lung, they didn't even want to see me because they want veterans dead. That tells you who's running the goddamn VA. You see what I'm saying? They're stupid. The Zionists. And I noticed when I was in the military in boot camp, the dentist was a fake Jew, wasn't a religious practicing one, fat, nasty, sniffing a ham sandwich eating bastard. The people in social service, were doing with the families on base, Jews, and these worthless liberal trying to sound like Karen and Maggie negresses. I used to, come on now. When I walk through the hospitals, I look at all the name tags. So I knew they did pole position. You know what I mean? I have not seen my mom and pa in 2 decades. Okay. Yes, we are first responders. I hear you, Tom. It's just the way it is, brother. All right. Mine's on my Facebook page and don't even say shit. She came over and befriended me a couple of months ago, and hey, mom, what's going on? How you doing, huh? I'm good, baby. Okay. I think she's one of the old. She's in her 70s, and she's just watching and looking at me. I know what she's doing. I know what's going on. I just don't say nothing. These things. It doesn't matter when, who, where. What, just know that the information and while the world is because of people's silence. Okay. Now, back on this one, I'm going to say it without letting you listen to it. I want you to go over there and I want you to listen to it instead of being stubborn and shit. Okay? I want you to go over to the Jimmy Dore show. I want you to listen to Dave Smith's Ending Zionism or Sending Out a Message, because he pretty much lets you know they're users. They're users. Okay? And the Christian Zionist movement is still big here. It was always against you. All right? What would be the Antichrist? You're dealing with the Antichrist right now. Think about it. Now, is there something else? Of course. But what would that matter if you can't even circumvent the shit that's going on around you? Excuse my language. Let me get some of this cold ass water. I got the AC on, but I like get the internal degree because I'm about to roll one up when I get over here, and I'm gonna set up another log. The rain is about to come down. I watched the supercell. I could tell that they sent up the signal because I saw how the witch call came down, and I saw the clouds becoming cumulus, and I saw how they spread. You could see the vibration coming off from the clouds, from the pressure, and I was pointing right at them, and sure enough, it's right where the clouds are getting dark. I mean, I studied this in high school and college. I mean, why would I not know? Hold on. Don't you cut off on me. Give me some more spaghetti too before this shit. I got a door in the tent. It's all I need to sand it. That's why I was getting the battery, put it on the sander. And while it's raining, I'm gonna go put my mask on, my goggles, and I'm gonna sand it right in the doorway with the rain and the wind. Anyway, so I need some of this cold water. I am not against righteous people. Is Muslim, Christian? I respect Islam better though. More. I can't respect the Hebrew Israelites because a lot of them still running around wearing that fake ass star. Don't know what the hell they're doing. Can't respect that when you're following the proxy of the enemy because you don't want to do proper research, running through their book, realizing who you are, but still sticking right there and not realizing the picture is big. And then you have the idiots like, you know, the Christian, it's not just the Moors. You gotta remember Moors were Hebrew. Are y'all aware of that? They were Hebrew, you know. Are y'all aware that the true Moors was of Shem? Okay, they weren't Muslims. We have a lot who are, because there's confused Negroes here in this land because of what the idiot who taught the FOI, who gave them Islam. At the same time, in Harlem, who created the Hebrew Israelite movement? Master Farad, a Zionist, an Ashkenaz, a good friend of Farrakhan's father. You don't hear nobody talking about that. Why? Because of prominence. They believe, see, y'all don't know, does Farrakhan have an underground bunker somewhere? All the millions up to damn near $1 billion he's done created with his army. But just the common folk, y'all like to be the common folk, y'all refuse to come together. Well, you see what's happening to them? They're about to get some more washed away and flooded away. Caught up with tornadoes that never happen in certain places. Watching some of these places in Cali, on the island, in New York and all them places when they get them over 1,000 feet waves and stuff come crashing in. They've been talking about it for the last 2 weeks. I just asked y'all, what are the grizzly bears? Why are they leaving in herds? Look it up and share it. Y'all too busy trying to say, well, damn, how did Red come across all this damn information? Just call me Chuck. That's Yako, Chuck, James, Jim, Chuck, Yako. All right, y'all starting to figure it out? Jacob, James, Chuck, Yako. It's all one and the same, people. James Charles Branch, Jim Lucifer Wooten Branch the third. Kaiser Kleiner Schaus, Ferrero, Costa Rican, Ing. That's the only one I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna say the other ones as far as the Chinese last names. Ing. All right, all right, all right. Y'all got so much work to do and so short the time to do it, man. Don't say what was I? I've been doing this for over 40 years, damn near. Even though in the beginning it was just me figuring things out. And then roughly around 2018, 19, when I accepted who I was after all the teachings and everything. All right, I like to give y'all a silence treatment. I'm always thinking heavy. Anyway, research the stuff, please. Hey, Millennial, what's up, beautiful? Yeah, we can't be gentle now, hun. We need our divine masculine to rise as we need y'all's divine feminine to rise. We need y'all to become the gods that you are. It's a hard task because even though there's so much missing, there's still so much there. You know what I mean? This was a good one. I wanted to play this little, I'm going to do that for later. I'm going to save it for later because it's going to rain for a while, so I'll probably come later when I'm in the tent. Some wisdom, words of wisdom from monks that may be very beneficial, may be able to help some, and some, because y'all know some of you, little indifference. It might feel some kind of way. My man. Is it where's my Grandmaster Cam Lee? Where's my Grandmaster at? Okay. All right, I'm gonna play one. I want y'all to listen. All right. So I'm gonna play one from my brother Shihing Yi. I love this brother. I love him. And get fucked. Love him. Love him. I'm looking for Grandmaster Cam Lee, my Grandmaster. He gave me so many words of wisdom, like my great grandma, my grandpa, and my grandmother. Those one-liners. A lot of people in my family, words of wisdom was phenomenal. When things get hard.
So there's a Latin phrase, amor fati, which translates roughly to the love of one's fate. So it's the idea that no matter what happens in life, either good or bad, that you accept.
This is Shihing Yi. Later on, I'm trying to put together a little video I got from my boy, the Shaolin Master, the monk, the top monk in New York that made the Shaolin Temple there. There's another one in Florida. And I'm see if I can dig up some of my old stuff from Grandmaster Cam Lee. And see, because he's the one that taught me, oh yeah, the Chinese were considered black too because of the reward. I was like, what? Yeah, you know, you talked about the Shaolin Temple when you went there, blah, 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 and you saw it. I was like, yeah, there was niggas on the wall. And he was laughing at me because he hate that word. Grandmaster Cam Lee. And he was like, yeah, those were the actual people of the land, the light skin and dark folk. We're just those who came and conquered. Yet, just like everywhere else, marriage, the women, this is something that goes way back, all right? Not too far, but yeah.
Kind of your fate is determined for you, so you have to be thankful for what has been given to you.
I mean, think about it. Whenever they show you Shaolin monks, they make you think of a Victorian age, right? And Dark Age. No, it's Tartary. They never mentioned it, right? Because they thought they had it well hidden. All right.
By creator or by nature or by the universe.
In the moment, let's say, if one of us would win in the lottery, unexpectedly, something like this is easy to appreciate. If we are losing something that we really loved, if something is being taken away from us that we really love, it's difficult to appreciate such a situation. But this is human. That is very, very human.
Animal-like. Yeah.
First of all, I really think that we must differentiate a little bit between what is, first of all, a human natural behavior and reaction to it. And then afterwards, there is an underlying, there's an underlying story still behind that.
What's the backstory? Why? How?
I do think that every pain
the rain's coming
that you are receiving, every challenge that you are facing, it belongs to your journey. It is part of your journey. And to
don't let it define you.
Knowledge.
Let's build you.
To accept whatever life is throwing at you. And still have on the mind, this is like just a test. This is how I used to think for myself. Yeah, I never begged for an easy life. But when challenges are coming right now, and especially when you then realize if you want, you can overcome them. I think this is something that in a way remains deep inside of you and that you can keep on taking.
Damn, cuz, you ran down, you got scared, cuz. Ain't no but a little water, cuz. You jumped down, you got scared, cuz. What's up, man? You got scared, T? Like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm scared. I ain't trying to sleep on some damn wet ass motherfucking mattresses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, start rain dancing, cuz.
If you have cultivated something that in our tradition we call compassion. And
oh, my fault. Y'all heard me running my big ass mouth. Go back a little bit.
Deep inside of you.
Should have left it right
I
here.
never begged for an easy life, but at you, and still have on the mind that this is like just a test. This is how I used to think for myself. Yeah, I never begged for an easy life, but when challenges are coming right now, and especially when you then realize if you want, you can overcome them. I think this is something that in a way remains deep inside of you and that you can keep on taking. But especially what also arises together with that is that you have solved something for yourself that many, many other people in this world still have ahead of them. And what does it mean right now again? It means that now that you have went through that hardness, now you can be the guide for others. And to maybe see this as a type of purpose.
Godfathers.
You go through the hard times in order for others not to go through it so hard anymore. Something like this can only arise if you have cultivated something that in our tradition we call compassion. And
that's the only reason why I guess I keep doing this shit.
In this tradition, at the same time, we also say there are two things which are almost the most important, no matter what you do in this lifetime. To have compassion and wisdom. Compassion and wisdom.
How do you attain wisdom? Did we cover that?
Those two.
This is everyday story.
These, I would say, these are the ingredients for the universe being on your side. And then all your faith can go into the universe.
I love it. It's quite similar to the Stoic teachings of...
Okay. Okay, this is Everyday Stoic. I've been subscribed to them for a minute. They've got close to 500,000. I have plenty more, but I wanted to shout out the channels, name the characters and play. Because besides the fact that in content creation, if I'm gonna let you hear it, if I'm not doing in picture or at least let you know who it is. Advise you to go and check out the channel, see what you find yourself. Now, let me see if I can pull up my, because I don't think he's really one. Grandmaster Cam Lee is one of the individuals that likes to be right there. Cam Yun, Kung Fu Grandmaster and Doctor. Oh my goodness! If you can go back, Hun Lee. If you can find this channel, check him out. I'm not gonna go looking for it, but if you can find it, go and pull it up. All right. Seriously, Cam Yun, right? Cam Yun, whatever it means, right? Kung Fu Grandmaster and Doctor, all right? Hun Lee, Honlee. My name's all over. Anyway, where's Grandmaster Cam? All right, Secret of the Seven Man Style, Grandmaster Lee Cam. Damn, I haven't seen that school. That's 9 years ago. No, not him. Where is he? Five and Sisters Boxing, I mastered. I learned it. I think that's why I'm resilient with all my injuries and kicking people in my sleep and my feet be hurting. I don't even get that stuff. That just got me all confused. All right, where you at, Bob? Where you at, Grandmaster Cam Lee? You said a few of them. The Cam Lee Center, I think that's out of Miami, if I remember right. I never went to a school. Only in Jacksonville, Orange County, because I used to go back and forth all over. Okay? I got careful. Wuzaquan with Cam Lee. I'm just saying. Sifu, Cam Lee. His Grandmaster there. Oh, I can't what the fuck, man. I know he ain't died. My boy said he's still alive. Oh, I really want y'all to hear him. We used to sit up there after our 2-3 hours of classroom studying Tai Chi, Falun Gong, Qigong, and then he would section us off with some of his master students who would teach us in 5 different animal patterns. So I'd work with the, you know what I'm saying? This guy learning how to do this, and then I go over here and learn what this was all about, and I go and learn what that was about, and locks and all those things, and how to pull people in, how to hold and lock, dislocate, and all that stuff I learned, like infighting, how to punch real strong, you know, inside, how to if somebody grab me, where to grab them and what to do, and I mean to be calm doing it. And then we always sparred 2 or 3 times every day, open. So I gotta find his stuff, man. I know. My apologies. I should have probably dug him up first, but it just came to me. Is this Tony Lamb Productions? The Sim, Family Center, Acupuncture Kung Fu Tai Chi. This is one. This is going back like 10, 11, 12 years ago.
I'm a firm believer that Dr. Lee is the real thing. Seen him do Kung Fu and it's impressive.
That's my grandmaster.
That's impressive.
With regards to his teaching on that, I mean, it's a gift. It's an absolute gift. And what he does on the acupuncture table is...
That's him. He's hitting with acupuncture. Oh, that's my grandmaster right there. That's that grandmaster gave me, y'all. Oh, man, I love that motherfucker, man.
I've come home.
Oh, I love that motherfucker. Let's get him. Have to get us out of Miami. All right, let me see if I can find. He had that's not even his channel though. What's that? I got all excited and shit. Calm down. Good people, you know what I mean? Underground in, oh my God. Western Long Boxing. Oh, I've been subscribed to this, y'all. This is not, this is going back 9 years ago, okay? This right here. So why is it going down like that? What's going on here? This is Western Long Boxing. Tai Chi Kwan Kung Fu Academy.
Hi, this is G Sing.
That's Grandmaster Cam Lee right there.
Of being able to
I used to love hitting that Tai Chi sword, Bushido sword. Yo, Tai Chi sword. Notification. That's
that presents an interview with the teacher of Master.
Shit.
Of the Nick Screamer's event that took place in Orlando in July 2015, the biggest Kung Fu martial arts event on the worldwide circuit. Nick Screamer's event that took place in Orlando in July 2015, the biggest Kung Fu martial arts event on the worldwide circuit. That's an amazing event during Tai Chi Chuan. I had the pleasure of Kung Fu martial arts event on the worldwide circuit. Again, it was an amazing event. I had the pleasure of getting an interview with the gentleman you see performing the straight sword, the Jian, during Tai Chi Chuan Fa exercises. And he's just an amazing guy. this very powerful, but elegantly spoken and calm and welcoming presence that exists within a very small man of size, but of stature and of presence and civility. I had the rare pleasure of asking some very, very important questions.
I can't stand this candy carrying niggas, man.
So energy. Enjoy this.
Get to the interview, man.
That I have learned in this soul individuals here.
That's how I used to look when I said that talking to him. Like, you gotta learn how to do this. I don't want to do it. And he used to make sure I knew how to work that dragon head.
G, but here, as a matter of fact, you know my patent. When I get there, I always hold the list. Okay.
Oh,
it's
man.
G, Temple Underground, guys. You ain't gonna believe who I got. I got Ken Lee. I've got William Miller's, okay, and Steve Contis' teacher right here. Okay, now he's a real humble guy, and what I'm gonna say about him, he's gonna probably fringe and not want to hear it, but he's a healer and he's a martial artist. He is the quintessential kung fu man with regard to an individual coming from Asia, Malaysia specifically, coming to the United States for various reasons, but the most important reason is to share what he knows with individuals here and grow in the process. Okay, we don't get a lot of individuals like that we interview for Temple Underground Radio, Temple Underground Magazine, or Temple Underground Journal. But we got it here, and we're going to not discuss, but hear his side of the story with regard to the most important thing I have learned in this soul journey in this last week, and that is the root, the foundations for all family lineages, which begins with the Chin style. And the Chin style is special for lots of reasons. Those of you who have read the illustrated explanations of Chin family Tai Chi Chuan understand that silk grilling for Chin Zen is one of the most essential aspects of healing and essential aspects of growth. Me as a martial artist, but also as a so here we go. Sifu, when we're talking about Chin style Tai Chi, real brief history, your lineage. How did you get here? How did you get here?
Well, I first came here knowing martial art Kung Fu started in 73. As I trained, I realized that I needed to train more and know more about martial arts. So I was interested in Tai Chi. So when I came to the States in 81, 82, okay. So there wasn't any Tai Chi teacher. So I started to look around for Tai Chi and started with training Yang style Tai Chi. So after that, the teacher left, and then I trained with Chin style Tai Chi.
Y'all can listen to yourselves. This right here, I've been subscribed to for quite a while, right? This is Western Long Boxing. You can pull it up for yourself. Now, I know he has much more on here. I don't know where to find all the damn stuff, man. And that's Grandmaster now, Cam Lee. He's older now, much older. But it's hard for you to be able to tell the difference. But he taught us, and you talking about a really good guy, a powerful brother. Oh man. He has so many words of wisdom. He's an acupuncturist, and I mean, I can't say nothing else, man. I mean, what can I say? Here, Cam Lee Center. Look, remember I told you I used to do this? Let me see if I can pull it up. No. He made sure we all. I told you I used to do the tiger head, the dragon head, with the lion head. I used to be the old, some would say it was the bum, but the clown in the front. I used to do these characters during the cultural fairs in Florida. This is out of Florida.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, everybody, to Family Center Year of the Rat celebration. How's everybody today? Very nice to see you guys all here today. Quincy?
So, It is the year of the rat, huh?
It's the year of the rat. What do you think about when you think about the rat?
The impression I got with thinking about this rat wasn't really a good impression.
That's a brother. He can't look like
the rat. Just call on me. You see my spirit form, right? We just have to do a little skewering. Whoa!
This is stuff.
So what is really going on with this rat?
In the Navy, working,
Contrary to a lot of beliefs about rats, according to Chinese custom, the rat is actually wise, smart, very thrifty, and
I'm just sharing it with you guys because I like. Let me see. Where is it at? Is that Camly? The school always had a whole bunch.
So we want to wish you both a very happy New Year. And
I'm trying to pull forward to. Oh man.
good night. Ready.
Y'all gotta go and find it. They're gonna act all funny on the music, and I'm not playing no 5 or 6 minutes. Y'all check it out for yourselves, okay? And you're gonna love it. Let me up. This on him. Jesus Christ, man. That thing's so good anyway. I know it's dragged. I know some people are just. I know with all the frequencies and all the other stuff and everything else going on. I know it's hard. I know people feel some kind of way and all this other nonsense, to which I really don't care. But the thing is, I think it's important and paramount that we share stuff. And like I said, it's not about showing out and all that, because we live in a time where people are so caught up about this and egos. I mean, I read to you about the man in Oakland, California, who was drunk, peed on the man's living room floor, wife, kids. He told him to sit down and relax. And so on the way out, he kills him because of that. It's a lot of bad stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to get this thing back on charge. It fell off. All right? This is the way it is. Cheap stuff. Okay? That's good. Cam Lee Center. You can pull up Cam Lee Center, I think. Tony Lamb Productions, Grandmaster Cam Lee. Like I said, I see faces I remember. Okay. That ball headed, that's a lot of stuff, man. He's really big in the line of dragon dances. Told you, he taught me while I was in the, I did it, like I said. Now I did 2 of the Anyway, y'all check it out for yourselves. I'm being all giddy like, and but yeah. So y'all check it out. All right. So I thought I'd share stuff. I probably gotta go on here block out the music so you at least hear the words and all that kind of stuff. But you know how it go. You know what I'm saying? I like to share that stuff. You know, I know there are people who feel some kind of way because they haven't really done nothing. No, you've done what. That's why we say, look, you've done what you're supposed to do, and everybody's done something. Out. Not everybody's done everything. Some of us haven't lived long, and some people aren't around. They couldn't afford certain things, or they want the locale. You know, and like California got tons of kung fu schools, karate, bob, Brazilian jiu-jitsu now, New York, Florida, all over. But people's minds are all on a dollar. You know what I'm saying? Let's make a dollar. Let's make a dollar. And the mind ain't what it used to be like in the 70s. And you know, like, let's go and learn this martial art. Let's get in the movies and let's do something. Open, you know, get the passing to open a gymnasium. You know what I'm saying? Or a dojo or whatever it may be. We are afforded so many things, and I'm saying this because I don't want you to be riled by the information I share. I'm saying you can still be practical in doing some things that are beneficial. Now, we're in a world with the Zionist ideology of fiat and taxes and all that nonsense, which is legal. Land taxes is illegal too. Yet, imagine everybody working together, studying together. I'm going to start doing Tai Chi again. I don't like doing it around people. I gotta go away and do my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody watching me. Because I used to do that when I was in Page. I used to be on the back, my old ass Tai Chi clothes, doing Tai Chi Quan. And people just looking. That's a space for no interruption, no outside influences, perversions, whatever. And I'm the person like do Tai Chi for hours, sweating, probably lose 5 pounds. I haven't done that since I've been here. I just do little kicks. I make sure nobody watches, and I do my little kicks and stuff, and shadow box, and you know, just emotions. Like I said, the stuff don't go nowhere. It's like your power and your strength. It don't really go nowhere. We are afforded just one of the most blissful opportunities in our existence, and most aren't aware of that. You know what I mean? Most will turn away and have a hardened heart, and then the broken men of today with their little high levels of estrogen will feel jealous or envy and all that, and there's no need. I don't give a damn. You can be envy of me all you want. You ain't gonna do a damn thing. But I'm just pointing out a fact. You know what I'm saying? Big Jazz, what's up? More beneficial and strength as we Tai Chi, absolutely. You know that, big. Come on. That's one of my people's. That's one of my fam right there, y'all. I've been doing it for so long. I remember I said when I was in New York, I used to go out to Plaza One Station in the morning early because I used to run to lose all that from 275 pounds to get down to 220, and I used to go out there and practice Tai Chi every morning, Yang and Chin style, Falun Gong, warm up, Qigong, whatever woman was teaching, old man. I'm talking about these guys were 89 years old, flowing like river, and they breathing, doing the bow and arrow, the horsetail stretches, you know, the frying pans, doing some crazy. I was like, and that's what they used to explain it to you because their language means something else. And you know, I was sitting there going, "Why am I in the kitchen or something?" But doing it for over and over, learning how to, it's exercise for your organs, your blood flow. It's not for fighting, y'all. Now, there's a fighting form, and you'd be surprised how many of them don't know it. But anyway, but he was big on the healing. Acupuncture is phenomenal. That's what I saw. When I got the military, I went to him as acupuncture first because my back, my knee, I used to go and be like, "Oh, doc." You know, I already been studying. I get free sessions. Man, in my ear, because at that time, I was smoking Marlboros. I wanted to stop smoking the cigarettes because I like chewing tobacco. But that nicotine, I didn't know how powerful it was. He helped. Pricking my ears, dark blood. I mean, this like bad blood came out. Some people even could smell it. And I was like, and then he show you after you get all the poison out, you knew when he got it mostly out, it would just be like red oxygenation, you know, it'd be red. But in the beginning, he would do certain things and Templar and cup, you know, with the candle and suck your skin up. Feel like you know, with all these big ass cups sucked on your back and on your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there going, what in the heck am I doing? And he would poke my ears and it would be dark coming out. And I'm like, what in the hell? Like 3 sessions a week. I was trying to get to him for my anxiety when, you know, but he was all the way down into Miami, Orlando. And then it was clear and I didn't want no cigarettes. I still like my tobacco. He says, but you know, you got to stop that chewing tobacco, Jimmy. James. And I was like, yeah, I know, which I never would. But I used to do the cultural fairs in Jacksonville, Duval, Clay County, and all those places. Go down to Orlando on the beaches and at the colleges whenever they had the cultural events. And we always went in doing the dragon, you know, with about, I forget how many was it, 15 of us. The dragon's long, you know, and then we'd have the guy in the front with the fan and jumping and dancing with the big heads, paper mache head. I did that guy a couple of times. The head of and then sometimes the lion dances. Now I wasn't doing the poles. I wasn't gonna have somebody lifting me up, put my feet on them damn palm blossom bowls, jumping around. That's some other stuff, man. That's some, you got to start young. And yeah, I don't care because I know how to flip. That ain't mean nothing. And I enjoyed it. And I met some of the most beautiful Chinese and some of the beautiful, and I used to talk family and history. Why can't I do that with my people? When I tell you y'all under a spell, I know it's hard to accept it. And you never break free if you don't accept it. You are under a spell. A bad spell, many of them probably. You really, really are under bad magic. I'm good. I'm good, brother. How you doing, man? How's the fam? You already know. You know what I'm saying? How's the fam? And I did this stuff for a long time. I mean, it started with Goshinkai Karate School on Bloomfield Avenue. Remember that? Big Jersey, remember that? I used to go there at all tonight, go run all the way back down Essex Ave, all the way back down close to Wat, but we live right behind Wat Chung. And I used to run, you know what I'm saying? And then get up in the morning with Mr. Bean, delivering newspapers, go to Mount Hebron. And after Mount Hebron, go to Mary Flannery's art store in the corner, work and do my homework and work all the way up to closing around 7, 9 o'clock, hit the pizzeria across the street, jog on back home, 118 Essex Avenue Street, big ass yellow house with a patio, big yard, drive around. I'm serious. Grape trees, crab apple, raspberries, blueberries, you know what I'm saying? A farm in the back. Nothing like it. Going to Goshinkai and then we go to the Schwinn bicycle shop and all these things. And then I go to Kung Fu school in Newark and the Kung Fu school over in East Orange. And it was just crazy, and boxing because Muhammad Ali boxed, all that stuff. And Big Jersey tell you, fighting all the damn time. Am I lying, Big Jersey? I'm not making it up because people in their head, they think they badass. You don't know what I did. You don't know what I did. I'm going to tell you what I did. And it was a shitload of fighting every damn other day or every day. Weekend, I ain't even going to get into it. Selling the best damn weed. I'm serious, you know? Amazing you are speaking on this. I began to study energies, cubes, to contain, real stuff. You know what I'm saying? Jacobs' martial arts in the Park House. Oh, you remember that? Come on, man. Shit. I couldn't always check that out with the brothers, right? But I'll go every once in a while and be standing back because a lot of them knew I was studying Kung Fu, boxing, Dewdrops over in the Oranges or Duca's AC down in Newark. My grandpa, I remember Charlie Wright, Dynamite Charlie Wright, Joe Lewis was scared to box him. Come on, y'all, I come from that. My grandpa, Charlie Wright, was a cop in Newark, blah, 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 blah. Like, I had that with Uncle Reggie, Uncle Gary, like Molly Whoppers and stuff. Come on, man. My father always getting locked up with his drugged ass in Rikers Island. Fighting, that's all we knew, squabbling. And so you got people that get running because they see you, oh, he's just flesh and bone. We different. We are different. Yeah, they shut all y'all up with 150 damn inoculations. They hit us with 3 because they knew they didn't want us to live long. Whole different beast, y'all. Whole different beast, man. But there are people who know. You dig what I'm saying? And all the little non-believers and the little egotistical, the ones who want to be on people's dreams but don't want to accomplish or do nothing, who think we different. But we also turn off and we turn on, and that's why I'm wrong with people. I always say, be careful what you wish for and be careful what you ask for. We don't give a damn about this system, these fake motherfuckers. We don't care. We really, excuse my language, we really, really don't. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people have to find out the hard way. You know? They think they're badass. Look, there's a picture of Gracie with the original Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is only Hapkido and Judo. That's all it is. And as you see Mr. Gracie himself with about 5 niggas. Yeah. Every time we invent something, man, but they gotta come along and get it and then hype it up like they created. Oh no! Learn the history of Horace Gracie and all of them. Learn the history of all the people and where it come from. Now you got these little peckerwoods walking around in America in the military thinking they badass. They ain't invented crazy shit. It's in our dynamics of the dynamics of our DNA and our existence. But you keep subjugating yourselves. See, y'all seeing the hard press shit over there in Palestine and a few other places. That happened here, but we whooped ass. But look at y'all now. You're running around wanting to sleep with men's. You got women who want to be defiling because the feminist movement created by the CIA. You have this stuff and yet people partake in it. They go to college and they think they're intelligent or smart. Hello. You're not. You know what I mean? That's not to say nothing harmful or hurtful, but sometimes like in boot camp, you got to cut everybody's hair, all their facial hair, and give them the same clothes to break them down, to build them up into the war machines they require. Sometimes you got to speak away to get these knuckleheads to realize it, because all they're going to do is give a lot of mouth service. I box. There's only a handful of boxes right now in the youth that hit like the majority of us, and I'm talking about on one hand. All the rest, that's genetics. That not too far because their family was doing the right thing. Our parents and cousins did raise us to be warriors. You're damn right. The proud moment was real. You had to squabble and learn. Absolutely. We had to. We go to football games and it'd be like a handful of us. But they used to try and flip the bus, kick our ass, man. You had to know Clifford J. Scott. You had to fight. And then you'd be partying with the same motherfuckers on the weekend. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm not speaking for violence and I'm not pushing that. You know, it's about education. It's about the reality. But most people don't have this. And then you got these ignoramuses pushing, oh, these young cats, they'll shoot anybody. We want no different. This is what pushes the perversion with the same little punks in the music and the baby. All of them punk mother, Gilly, all of them are punks. All right? Every last one of them are punks. All right? And let me tell you something. Philly has some boxes, man. I know that we had one boxer out of Philly used to date Michael Ferrero's brother, this little she. Yeah, it was a boxer, man. Hanging there. A lot of them, y'all. You remember Michael Ferrero's brother, right? The little light skinned, walking around like he thought it was a girl. That motherfucker ain't going for a paw. And then the boxer always hanging with him like it was all right. I was like, what is this nigga doing? He's gonna be in Philly. Hell, he dated a lot of boxers. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. Grand Rising Kane, what's happening? How you doing, family? Well, I'm sharing this information because if you notice, and I could have people say, how did we get out of Africa? We had a whole lot of people knowing that we're from here. Well, you see it every day. You see history being rewrote right in front of you. Now, yeah, I know they disrupted the education system, but the whole thing is, it's because they did that, and you find out who you are, don't mean that you're still not an obedient slave. I don't need this AC now, shit. Rain, temperature done dropped to 80, so yeah. But you see what I'm saying? I really want to share a lot of the good stuff. I'm going to read too. I think that's what I'm saying. I got a couple of books out. I think I'm going to read them here in a few hours. Just come on, sit up in here because it's raining. I can't work on nothing really. I want to see how well this stuff stands up to the mold. So I didn't tarp it. I just want the rain and water to hit it. Yeah, I'm going to see. But I'm about to enclose it. So in the next couple of weeks, y'all going to watch me build up the frame and close it. Me and T is going to help me get it up on the back. I'm going to pull it up, put it up on the back. So that way y'all can get a view. I'm going to just do pictures. Now we are in the time of new construction. We are, absolutely. And this construction is for our destruction. It is. I know a lot of people ain't going to see it that way, but this one is for not, the fall has already started. And everybody think that, oh, it's going to be a war and there's going to be a winning side. Tell me any war where anybody won. No, it's not. It's a conditioning. It's a me against you. Who's better? Who's this, that? It's not. We're here because we're resilient, but they found a way to attack us, and it's on the ignorance of the black movement. I'm so tired of hearing these worthless niggas use the term black. I hate the word nigga, but you know what I'm saying. White. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I'm so over it. But you have these idiots who are going to be stuck there. They think they know everything. They think they know the world. They think they know what the ancestors and this, that, and the other. These idiots don't know shit. I told y'all, look at, don't go watch it and subscribe and support his bullshit channel. Afro Think Tank. Let me pull this goofy motherfucker up. He's gonna be the last one. I'm gonna challenge him and shut him up because Umar, he don't take my shit because he know I'll tear his ass up. Excuse my French. That's my grandmaster Cam Lee, yo. I've got other masters and Ralph Schuller. Worldwide Taekwondo. At 48 to 49, in 9 months, I became a Sabonam to my Kwanjanam. Kwanjanam's grandmaster in Korean. I was a Sabonam. First Dan, 9 months. At that age, with all these injuries, I pushed myself. I got down to 187 pounds. Just kicking all, because I always could kick. Doing the tournaments, sparring, going to England, all these things, y'all, breaking. You know what I'm saying? Bricks and all that shit. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Afro. Look at this goofy nigga. I'm not subscribed to him. Afro Think Tank. This goofy motherfucker right here. This has got to be, and he from Chicago. He got 68,000 subscribers, man. I know I should be way over that, you know, spewing truth. I'm not showing no hate. I'm just telling you a fact about this goofy ass nigga. Okay? Afro Think Tank. Goofy looking mother. And he talks the dumbest shit. Pan-African. And he got a place over in Nigeria and da. He's an idiot. Yet, this is what you got to contend with. You don't have to contend with this shit. I watch him listen to all the bullshit he pushes. I'm like, this guy is an idiot. A big fucking fraud. Now, is he getting paid by the federal government, the Zionists? You'd be surprised at what they do. You never know. All right? What was that? King Alpha plan. Yeah, the King Alpha plan is manifesting in front of your eyes. At exactly. Y'all need to look at the King Alpha plan. Absolutely. Okay. Hey, DJ, what it is? What's going on, fam? I'm about to sign off, man. Eat me a little more sketty and listen to some old Germanic. Listen to some, you know. They call it Viking music. You know, we were the original Vikings, one and the same. But anyway, that's some other shit. Listen to some of that. Sit here and relax, roll the windows down, let the rain do its thing. And then in a few hours, I'm going to come back and I'm going to read a couple of books, all right? Me too. Many people who have never left the U.S. America. Tamil, whatever we're gonna call it. But yeah, I hate calling the U.S. brother. I have no knowledge or standing of nations, especially of our nations here. I know. That's why when they talk, they don't know who we are, and they think I say, oh, this is going one of these retards. Probably majority of pale skins that you see talking all that rebel flag shit, and now I'm a redneck and all, don't know real what the rednecks were. What about skin color? All right, mostly it was us. Mostly they don't know the original oil riggers. They don't know the farmers of this land up until 1940s and 50s, even up to the 60s. It was us feeding the world, not poisoning it. But once we were gone, they were able to start poisoning, getting it set up for this, based on the ignorance of pale skins who don't know no goddamn better. And the rest of the world who are just as damn lost. You know what I'm saying? Well, they think that the reset just happened here. Oh my goodness. You can't make this up. Old folk can't run. Bombs come down, grenades, mines going off. The majority of old folk destroyed. Why is that every time you hear footage, you see a video of something, it's the young ones telling you when they're 70 years old. But they tell you, oh, my mom got hit, my grandpa, and all of them are dead. That's information. And they motherfuckers create these wars to get rid of them. That's why I say get out. Damn it, get your little exercise on. Walk. Now I got a hurt fucking foot kicking somebody's ass in my dream. Ain't nothing in that motherfucking tent for me to hurt my foot like this. Not even a toe. Otherwise, everything would be everywhere. I kick somebody in my dream. My foot is still healing. I don't heal that slow. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? Was that? There are 3 gates to hell. One is in the desert, one is the ocean, and one is in Israel. But you gotta remember this too, Jaden. I know you heard me talk about it before. Hell is where everybody's in right now. There ain't no fictional place of burning, but I know what you're saying. Absolutely. But hell, everybody's in it right now. It's right here. When they clean it up, then they can run in the fields of grass and the green. When they're not compelled and fear, strife, and everything else by the lies, they don't even have to respond to that. You know what I mean? I gave me some less spaghetti. That shit is banging. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't. Oh yeah, I was doing it yesterday. So checking it out. It's pretty cool. But I'm gonna get ready to sign off, guys. Let me just turn this damn thing off. Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's good. That's cool. Yeah, I'm just sitting in here, y'all. I want to be over there working on that, but my brain is coming. It's coming back. That feels good. I'm gonna go ahead. Damn, the moment I open the window, here you motherfuckers come. You get all that out there. All that out there, and you run right up in here. You're sitting on the edge waiting for me to open the window. Son of a bitch. Gotta watch these skeeters though. They come around quick, boy. Damn skeeters, boy. Things ain't real. Anyway, look, I appreciate y'all taking the time to listen. I hope y'all got the gist of what I was sharing. And they want to tell you on your soil, on this land, what the fuck to think, what to speak, what to say. Try to pass some rudimentary bullshit ass law as if it's supposed to be standing. These motherfuckers have lost their goddamn mind while they've been busy killing you, feeding you human meat. All you motherfuckers know that you going to Taco Hell, McDef's, Burger Kill, Chick-fil-A, goddamn R&D's, research and development, or y'all call RB's. Y'all going to eating this shit, and you was eating nothing. Look at the motherfucking monkeys, that motherfucking Japanese bastard that created food protein out of shit. Look at them worthless motherfuckers in California that created this and over Israel to put in North Carolina and New York, 3D printed human flesh. You can't make this shit up. Maybe I got some things wrong in the logistics, but I'm just saying, I mean, you and they put it out there and tell you, and it's like it's all right. Like, oh, they're billions and trillions of dollars, and it's all right for us to do this shit. Motherfuckers, y'all eating meat, human fucking flesh. That's what the majority of y'all motherfuckers is eating. You think you're normal? I'm gonna shut up on that note, and I'm gonna sign off. I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all. Somebody made a donation too. I wanted to say appreciate you. This damn thing slower than the turd. I might have shouted out. I forgot because this is unimportant. This out of respect. You know what I'm saying? Sienna Smith. Oh man, my heart. Baby go slaughter. Oh, my heart. Appreciate you, sister. I already got you, Carrie. And you know we got my boy, big boy, young Cherokee. Really tightened it up. I appreciate you, beloved. All right. Damn fly. I'm gonna go get that damn zapper. Your ass about to get come up in here. But the enemy zombies, yo, for real. Hell yeah. Speaking of drama, bro, I have had random altercations while sleeping. Woke up feeling like the fight. Yeah, because it is. That's the destination manifestation. The people got all kind of terms and words. That's what I utilize. Not saying it's supposed to be meaning, but absolutely. Yeah, my foot where it was hurting at, the toes ain't hurting. It's right in the joints. Now it's hurting. I'm like, what the hell? What? I mean, in that movie, that's the only thing I can relate to give you an idea. When Bruce Lee was fighting hand to man and they were in the mirrors and he kicked that nigga head, the dummy, I kicked this motherfucker head and it was 1,000 times faster. It was like my leg was light. It exploded that motherfucker head anyway. And I woke up after that kick. My God, here we go. Here they go all scary and shit. Here they go scary, interrupting. Anyway, I guess one recorder, I could save it. I could screen record it for you idiots. But anyway, I woke up, my foot was hurting like a bitch. And how many days ago was that? Was it 3 days ago? Motherfucker still hurting. Now I run on it. I walk on that bitch and everything. Ooh, and I'm not making it up, y'all. I'm telling you. There ain't no reason to. What the fuck am I getting from that? I could have said I fell on my knee or something, stubbed my toe or something. I mean, who wants to say that? I'm saying it because it's real and I need to say it. I'm supposed to say it. Okay? We're not our true potential. Exactly. We're not at our conjurations. Yeah. Yeah, this shit is real, bro. And even the word dream. How many of y'all looked into dream? The word dream. Ooh, right? We walk. We can walk in other dimensions and they hide it with lies. I kicked that motherfucker. His head exploded, man. I mean, some Vegeta Goku shit. I was like Kremlin. I don't know. I kicked that nigga head. I kicked homie's head, and I mean it exploded, cause like, and then my foot hurt. I woke up, grabbed my foot. I thought I had a cramp. I was like, oh. I'm in that mother. I was like, motherfucker. I think that was the word I said. I'm looking around. Did I kick something? Everything is cool. There's the drone box and shit I got to get rid of. Clothes I got stacked that I'm gonna throw away. Right by the inner side of the cot and everything was, I'm like, shit, I got to get rid of. The tote, though, I'm putting all these things that I'm not utilizing in because it's damn near almost empty. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, ain't no way. It had to be something. I had to kick something. I must have did something. There got to be something. I was attempting to make any excuse outside of what really happened. You feel me? Give away the vision. What's that? This is from the first. Oh, as far as the drama of the dreams, yeah. But yeah, I appreciate y'all taking the time of listening. I hope that you get something from it. So we all know you can check out those. I didn't want to play the whole thing. You can go over there. That's why I shouted them out. And you can check out the screen it yourself. Look at it. Comment if you choose. Go through some of their portfolio, what they have, and see if there's anything that may interest you, or you hear somewhere you can call bullshit, where you can go in there and tactfully say, since then we found that other information, because they appreciate that, just like I appreciate it. I mean, I don't mind somebody want to come and debunk me, but they gotta have sources and references that are not new, not their emotions or feelings, because that's not going to solve anything. I move on not just the history and the world that I travel. All right. I mean, back when I came, look, like, what was it? World Cruise, 87. I came back, I told you, I said, man, why is they know who we is in Germany, England, everywhere in the museums, everywhere they know it's us, nobody else. Now there are other phenotypes, but when they talk about America, it was us. Now we up at this point arguing with idiots, whitewashed idiots who lean towards being this fake white, don't even know where the word came from, the term. Can't make this up. That's why I'll debate any damn body. You got people who are talking about Tardy over the last 3-4 years, well, since the fake demic, right? Who are now starting to put information about America saying, was it a Negro continent? We were here. And they lean in and believe in it because they digging up the information. They're like, holy shit. Because first they was pushing a whitewash narrative. And it's not because they didn't know. No, and when you find out new information and you search that information, you come across a whole different database. That is the benefit of the existence. The ones who are lazy, they're the ones that's talking shit. The ones that are paid to say the dumb stuff because y'all know every one of you are angry, and I can't blame you. Rightfully and righteously angry. But you ain't lashing out at people. You ain't running up on the highway. You ain't got chemicals up, head fucked up, sitting in the cups doing, shooting at cars passing by with no plans and all that kind of dumb shit. We don't do that goofy shit. They dumbasses do it. But we're supposed to be the right arm of God, the right and left arm of God. Because y'all forgot that you're God's. The great whitewash. You gotta say the great whitewashy. The great whitewashy. Old English, German, Anglian, German, West Saxon, from the Old English noun. Wow, yeah, big time. Absolutely. And you know what? I'm about to sign off, but you know what? How many people can go to somebody who they grew up with, who joined the police department, and get indoctrinated into the racist ideology, and they come around those of us? Al Dorkin, he said some dumb shit, and I jumped on his ass. And he was with his Dominican wife, where his kids murdered him in Dominican, drowned him in the pool. He was talking with me on the phone, and he was crying. Hey man, look, and he explained to me how it went down in Bloomfield North, how these goofy ass fake Italian Peckerwood Jewish Zionists. He says, they had these meetings where we go into these halls, into these buildings, and they do this talk, and they talk about us like we were trash. I was a cop, and he was around a lot of people, and he couldn't object. What happens is it rubs off. It becomes part of your dynamic. You know what I'm saying? And in that part of that dynamic, oh man, I think that mosquito got me. God damn it! Oh shit! Yeah, one got me. Anyway, in that dynamic, it becomes part of who you are. And I jumped on his ass. My baby girl Snoo, Noreen, all of them was at him. I told him, just hold on. I said, relax, y'all. I was in Millville, New Jersey when I jumped on his ass. He straightened it up. Now, some people are ignorant, and they ain't, that's our childhood. That was my little crib. I used to play with him. You know what I'm saying? After going watch on, me and him playing around the back, acting crazy. Al Dorkin was one of those, what they call it, Polish or Italian Jew. Dworkin, look up the name. And that's my little brother. You know what I'm saying? All of us was family. A lot of us. But as you get older, the shit from your parents, the shit you see going on in the streets, the people coming off the boats. We had a lot of people coming out of school the first time. Now they probably run around America like they always been here. I'm a redneck, rebel yell, It's the stuff that we're supposed to contend with. No, man, you don't contend with these idiots. Look at Miami. All these dumbass Cuban motherfucking police officers, stupid as fuck, don't know law, talking to brothers like they know who the fuck they talking to. They talking to the original Seminole and Creek, motherfucking Muskegee, real motherfuckers. Look, I ain't in Florida. I'll be like, nigga, fuck all that talk. You want TRT? Get your ass, I'll probably be in the gym all the time. Get your ass in the gym. Come and visit me. Bring your little squad with you. I got a whole team. They can go pound for pound with each one of them and bang their asses out. But that ain't the case. Dead ass. it's inevitable. But you hear what I'm saying, all right? So hey, look, I appreciate y'all. What was that? People know we are the American. Oh yeah, also known by other names. Absolutely. The Anglosphere got a lot of explaining to do. Most are going around to zombies, and since folks were stuck outside of the busy bee, they began to research into the. And yeah, exactly, Tom. But it's a good thing. So that's a benefit. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing and able to teach some humility in the ring. You already know, absolutely. I'd be like, I don't have to. I'm just anyway. But I'll get down and I'll start hitting the sit-ups and little side crunches and trunk twists and getting a little, you know what I'm saying, saddle box for like an hour or so. I'll go and buy me a little $150, $200 heavy bag, beat on that bitch. Hell, I'll go wrap my wire around the tree, slang and run around that with a couple of pads. That's all I need. Get me in the ring, motherfucker. Because everybody think they hit hard. You know that? Some people just believe in endurance. Nigga, I ain't putting in no word work no more. I'm gonna fucking make sure that I'm slow, tactful. Everything is from one point to the next, the quickest route, and give it. And I ain't throwing no showdown. I'm built different. Shit. I watched that 78-year-old Marine motherfucker get off the bus and whoop that little young nigga ass. I was laughing my ass off. And the old dude was, old, but he was fast in the motherfucker. Sporty whipped that motherfucking goofy nigga's ass. Someone like, oh, but he was drunk. Oh, please. Shit. That man Marine wasn't playing. He's back of the back game with his mammy and his pappy should have gave him it. They probably wasn't around. I'm not saying to be hateful, but I hope he woke up from there and stopped being stupid. It's all on the skeleton geometry. Size is irrelevant. With it is everything. Exactly. Unless you're going against one of them motherfuckers that's 6'7", 400 pounds. Nah, man. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you better be one bad, fast, slick, hard hitting, cheat dropping motherfucker, because you got to hit him with a couple of slugs from the shotgun. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. Nah. Look, my boy Denji. I got the wrestle one. No, man. I'm strong as shit. And he knew I was getting ready to punch that motherfucker, but no, he motherfucker throw my ass like around like a goddamn man. Hell no. I know how to wrestle too. No, man. Hell no. That motherfucker. I thought I was fucking with a goddamn polar bear, man. Oh, no, man. And it was fun. But that's some kind of different kind of eating and some different kind of being in mind state. I went with, this is fun. That's only me. I ain't trying to get all stupid and become somebody's motherfucking burrito, taco or something. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Over time, I came to find out a connection to pressure points, making the body go in ways it was meant to. We used to do trick boxing. You forget that? Trick boxing, boy. Spend motherfucker hitting them elbows, blah, 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 funny bone, gray areas. Come on, I ain't trying to hurt nobody because we very quick. We do shit and we restrain because nobody has that want of killing. That was most of them. Yeah. All right. And it should be that way. But we're in a different time. You know what I'm saying? We're in a different time, guys. Sadly. For those who buy into the time thing. And we don't push violence, but we will meet it head on. And there's a reason why they didn't want everybody to be all together, because they're very aware of what you're capable of, and they got a bunch of dumb, ignorant motherfuckers very unaware where it was going to subjugate, not knowing the benefits of it. I told you in the wintertime, the brothers out there in the city, East Orange, Jersey, New York, whatever, Philly, they stand around them cans with the fire. That was the way for them to pass kikes and messages. Some people run up, have their orange julep and their night train, Wild Irish Rose and getting hot, sipping around, messages being passed. I can't say no more to that. But this is what it is. But hey, look, I appreciate y'all. I broke the 2-hour mark, and I've been streaming. They're manipulating shows and views. That's all they know how to do because they're cowardly. Yes, they are very much cowards. Because if they want, they wouldn't be, it'd be, let's make that money. They're so damn greedy. But like I said, they're cowards. And they're stupid. Seriously. Appreciate you guys. All right. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. All right.